What? It's good. Go see it. Maybe I should explain why, though. Alright, this is Alex, everybody. What's going on? I just got back about half an hour ago from seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in glorious IMAX 3D. If you have the option to go see this in IMAX 3D, go do it. Don't see this in standard definition or 3D or whatever it is. Go and see this in 3D IMAX because it is a visual feast and an audio feast. It is a feast for all the senses. My God. My God. That being said, Volume 2 is directed by James Gunn once again, and he is in control of Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, the voices of Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper, as well as a lot of the returning cast from Volume 1. Michael Rooker's on hand, Karen Gillan's on hand as Nebula. The whole gang is back, and if the one thing that I cannot say enough about this movie is that I didn't go in knowing what to expect. If you've seen the trailers, you know nothing about this movie. This is probably the first movie that I've seen in probably 5, maybe 10 years where I walked in knowing nothing about the story, other than there's some cool space battles. There's a fight against a monster that we've seen in the trailers, which is hysterical the way they use it. There's literally nothing in the trailers that would even remotely explain what this movie's actually about. And for somebody like me who likes going into a movie and having those experiences where you see something and you're just like, oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. Like have those moments that haven't been spoiled, and the big reveals of, what's actually going to happen to these characters is what I went in for, and I got it time after time. Halfway through this movie, I was still like, what? How did they get to that? I don't know what's going on. And that was so good. It was so good to not know what was going on because everything was just a surprise in this movie. And like I said, I haven't seen a movie in a very long time where I didn't walk in having at least some idea of the story. Obviously, you can kind of guess. The Guardians do some cool fight scenes and they have some laughs. Like, that's obvious, but it's the how and the why that it all happens. And if you've seen only trailers, like I said, you're pretty safe walking into this. It's probably one of the only Marvel movies that hasn't spoiled a big reveal, unlike Civil War that gave away the Spider-Man reveal, the ending fight scene between Captain America and the Winter Soldier and Iron Man. This movie plays it really close to the chest, and I really respect what James Gunn has done here to just let us walk in and maybe be expecting a bigger, more explosive spectacle than Volume 1 was, and then get punked almost. Because there's some great action scenes, there's some epic space battles that are just they're so pretty. Like I thought Doctor Strange was a good looking movie, and it's kind of like that psychedelia, jazzbo vibe. This takes and it helps that the soundtrack is just on point, banging along beat for beat, because this movie takes the visuals and the sound up to 11. But if you just walk in thinking, oh, we're just going to see more explosions, more space battles, you will get that. But what you will also get is James Gunn's best guarded secret about this movie is that this movie is more character driven. In the original Volume 1, we got a little bit of backstory. Star-Lord is an orphan. His mom died, and now he works with these Ravagers, and he's, a bounty hunter of sorts. Gamora, Zoe Saldana, she's a daughter of Thanos, and she fights with her sister occasionally. Side note, Karen Gillan is back. She hams up her performance, but my God, she's really good. I really like her blue and bald. Maybe that's weird. I don't know. We know that Drax was just kind of this beast of a dude who just wanted revenge. Rocket and Groot had their little buddy playoff kind of buddy, not quite cop, but just that was kind of their shtick. the camera's now been turned inward, metaphorically, of course, and we get a little bit more backstory on who Star-Lord is, who Peter Quill actually is. We get more, backstory into the relationship between Gamora and Nebula and what it's like to be daughters of Thanos, which might guess kind of sucks, and we get to explore that relationship even more. Yondu, played by Michael Rooker, my God, probably the best character in the movie, just gets to come in and show off, what made that character so great. We got little glimpses of it in Volume 1, but he's really on hand to deliver the hell out of this role, and he's awesome. Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, not a lot of character development because he is just kind of what he is, but he gets some damn good lines, probably the best lines of the entire movie. We get to see more backstory and what makes Rocket Raccoon, what makes him tick. Why does he, steal things? Why is he so mean? Why is he so negative? Because now he doesn't have that relationship with Groot to play off of anymore, because Groot's now, essentially a child after the events of the first one. So he's a little bit more introverted into himself, and it's negatively affecting his relationships with the rest of the team, Peter Quill, Star-Lord in particular. It's just a great way for James Gunn to go, you know what? I'll give you the explosions. I'll give you the space battles. I will give you the gorgeous, gorgeous visuals. But I'm going to give you a really heartfelt story, too. There were points in this movie where I was just about to break down. I was like, no Marvel movie has any right to make me cry. And man, he got real close. Really close. So my hat is tipped to you, Mr. Gunn. Excellent job. I'm not going to give this a rating. I don't like getting movies ratings. This is just my honest thoughts, less than an hour after seeing it. It's super fresh in my mind. I might go see it again. I probably will, because all the little cameos and shout-outs and little elements that I kind of understand better now, I can clue in and maybe pull out a little bit more from a quick shot showing a character, and there are a lot of them. If you liked the amount of detail that James Gunn put into Guardians 1, you will get that and then some. I mean, there are a lot of really cool, just sort of nods to Marvel fanboys and fangirls of the world. It's awesome. This is a true movie fans. Just it is a gift to just fans of movies and just comic books in general. James Gunn knocks it out of the park. Go and see it. Go and see it in IMAX. Wear the goofy glasses. Follow my ritual. Get the Slurpee. Get the Twizzlers. Have yourself a damn good time at the movies. I cannot recommend Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 enough. Check it out, guys. Thanks for watching.